On this episode of The Skeptics Guide to Wellness, I'm going to be put to sleep. Through hypnosis. This mesmerizing method has existed for thousands of years, and yet I'm still just not buying it. With hypnosis and its overachieving brother hypnotherapy becoming more popular than ever, it's my job as a hard-hitting host to really get to the bottom of all of it, especially since it means I get to take a nap. This is The Skeptics Guide to Wellness. The use of hypnotic states has existed for thousands of years. However, modern hypnosis took off in the 1700s when Austrian physician Franz Mesmer began his mesmerizing work with the practice. And yes, that's where the word came from. Since then, hypnosis has come to be used in many ways for many things, from cheesy onstage entertainment to full-on psychotherapy. However, lots of people, including me, find it very hard to believe that someone can make you do whatever they want just by waving a pocket watch in front of your eyes. So what I'm going to do is meet with two different types of hypnotists to see what modern hypnosis really looks like. Based on what I think I know about hypnosis, I'm expecting to go in there and absolutely not get hypnotized even a little bit. I think I'm going to probably walk in and they're going to wave something like this in front of my face, and I'm going to try not to laugh and probably fail. Today I'm going in to see a hypnotherapist and hopefully getting hypnotized for the first time. He might have me barking like a dog, quacking like a duck, or fixing all of my life's problems. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm Jacqueline. Very nice to meet you.
I'm Nick. Come on in.
Thank you.
Have a seat. How may I help you?
Well, I'm coming in because I don't know anything about hypnotherapy, so I'm hoping you can just educate me and tell me a little bit about what it is that you do.
Hypnotherapy, in essence, is a hyper state of relaxation and concentration. Here's an example. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Now, hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Okay, weird, right?
Yeah.
When someone extends their hand to you, what do?
You shake it.
You automatically extend it. Now, supposing you ask a hypnotist, when someone extends their hand to me to shake their hand, I don't want to do that. I just want to put my hand down there. And with some repetition, then you'll find when someone puts their hand out, much to your amazement, rather than putting your hand out to shake it, it'll just drop down by its side, because that's what you've retrained the subconscious to do through hypnosis. With hypnosis, depending on how deep a hypnotherapeutic candidate you are, it generally takes between 3 to 6 sessions to do. Those people that are one sessions are what I call, or what is known in hypnotherapy circles as a somnambulist. A somnambulist is a very deep-level hypnotic candidate, someone that goes to the deepest levels almost instantly.
When he first started talking to me about hypnotherapy, there were some parts that I could see being legitimate. There is a therapeutic effect to talking someone through certain issues that they have and positive reinforcement to overcome bad habits. But when you get into the stage hypnosis and how there are certain people that you can call a somnambulist that you can influence to do whatever you want. This is where I started kind of losing hope that this was legitimate. If you can tell the brain to accept anything, don't you think certain people could use it for evil?
If you're not willing to do something in real life, in your awake life, you will not do it in hypnosis. As a hypnotherapist, my job is to help a client gain what they want. For most people, success, happiness, and prosperity.
Yeah, let's work on that. I want to get rid of my anxiety, and I want all the success and happiness and prosperity that you can help me find.
That's up to you, but I'll give you the tools.
Okay. If you think I'm a good candidate, I'd like to be hypnotized.
Stick your arms out straight. Clap them together, interlock your fingers. Let's point those pointy fingers. Let's keep those thumbs uncrossed and pull those two fingers apart, but keeping everything else nice and firm together. Bring those up so that your thumbs are about eyebrow height. Imagine now I'm putting a string around the two fingers and the fingers are beginning to pull together, pulling, jerking, pulling closer and closer with each and every breath. Continually pulling closer and closer, pulling closer and closer with each and every breath, tugging, jerking, pulling. Okay, you can open your eyes. Your fingers didn't move because you're definitely resisting, and that's okay. So I'm going to place a plus magnet here and a minus magnet here, and just let the magnets start to do their pulling. When you notice that they're pulling, just allow them to pull. I think that you're really already experiencing the pulling, but you're kind of resisting it, which is fine. So when you're ready, you can let them close.
Should I put my hands down?
No, just do what I'm saying. Just when you're ready, just let them close. The fingers continue in the hands. Now what we're going to do is a little different now. Jeepers.
You just smacked me in the forehead. What the hell?
Gentlemen, you need to cut.
So at one point, Nick asked us to cut the audio because he has his methods and he doesn't want everybody to know what he says in his sessions. But it was basically visualizations, asking me to imagine leaving my problems behind and moving forward with my life. And all that was very helpful.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open and wide awake. Eyes open, wide awake. Feeling more relaxed?
Yeah, actually.
You feel better.
Yeah.
To really, really get the full depths of what you're doing, you would need to come back for a couple more sessions. Now, for clients like yourself that tend to resist a little bit, by then they become trusting of the hypnotherapist, and that's when the changes really start happening.
Thank you.
You're very, very welcome.
Oh.
Yeah, good one. Good for you, I like that. Okay, guys.
Well, I don't think I was hypnotized, but I was very relaxed, saying to people, hey, hypnotherapy can get your problem solved in 6 sessions. I don't know if I feel like faster is necessarily better. Although I thought Nick was very nice and that he had good intentions, and it was very hard for me to buy into everything that he was doing. So I really wanted to try something else that I felt that I could actually connect more with. So I've already tried one form of hypnotherapy. Today I'm going to try a different approach, one that's more spiritual and maybe a little bit less animated. Although last time I did feel really relaxed, I want to see if today I can actually get hypnotized. Hi!
Jacqueline.
Yeah, nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Come on in.
Thanks.
This is
Hi, I'm Jacqueline.
Rochelle.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. Rochelle and I sort of work together and we work independently. I have a PhD in depth psychology and Rochelle has a master's in spiritual psychology and really is the expert in the field.
So what is it that you want to work with? What's disturbing your peace?
I tend to be a very high-strung, stressed person. In the last 4 or 5 years, the majority of that stress has been from just really bad relationship choices.
The relationship is a mirror that reflects to you what you need to heal. What you're doing is you are attracting how you feel about yourself.
I've been told this.
And that is why you've attracted these difficult relationships. As of today, you're going to know that you have these patterns and you're going to break them.
Do you think it's important to go back and revisit the past in order to fix the present?
The stress is coming from somewhere, and what I wonder is what else is going to happen later. It's going to snowball, so we want to get to the root issue and clear up everything around it.
That makes a lot more sense to me.
Good.
Yeah. How do you apply spirituality in your practice?
I talk to you. And then as you're talking to me, I help you reframe your perception around what you are telling me in a spiritual nature. And then after we do that, then you rest and you go into this hypnotic state. But it's just very relaxing. It's not like a stage hypnosis where somebody puts you out and you're dead like this and you turn into a frog. It's just a deep form of meditation.
All right, let's give it a try.
Okay. Yep. Now you're comfortable.
Do I look relaxed?
No. You're like a deer in headlights.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm relaxed. Okay. So are you going to sway a watch in front of me
Sorry,
side to side? No?
Can't do it.
Oh, damn.
Tell me about your relationship.
Am I supposed to close my eyes for this or
Nope,
just
talk to me.
Just go right into it? Before we did the hypnosis, we had basically a normal therapy session for almost an hour. I'm very skeptical of everything, and I try to even be skeptical of my skepticism. So sometimes I wonder if I'm like being too critical of a person. Do I bring it up every 2 seconds, or am I like overanalyzing? Rochelle talked to me for a long time. I was kind of starting to wonder if she was going to do the hypnotherapy at all. Okay, are you going to hypnotize me?
Yeah, I'm hypnotizing you now.
Okay, good.
Okay, so close your eyes. Allow yourself the permission to surrender into the experience, and you'll have this recording on your phone, so you can listen to it over and over and over again. 3, 2, and 1. Allow the light to hover over your mouth. Silence really is golden, because when we're silent, the chatter in our mind stops, and we can be more at peace.
She started guiding me through positive reinforcement, having me envision different things. She told me a really long story about a seagull.
So once upon a time, there was a little white seagull. He even dove down and caught a fish. He caught a fish. Well, all of a sudden, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes wide awake. Do you have questions?
Has anyone ever fallen asleep?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And they say that hypnosis works even though you do fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
It does, but I prefer when someone's a little more awake.
Okay.
Did you feel relaxed?
Definitely, yeah.
That's what hypnotizing is.
Okay.
It's not that woo-woo, hoo-hoo stuff. I'm able to get through to the subconscious, and then your behavior changes. It's behavior modification. You'll start hearing my voice in your head, and you're not going to be so anxious anymore.
Thanks for having me. This is
You're
really
welcome.
cool.
Thank you for coming.
How do I get out of this
Push
chair?
down with your legs really hard. Now we're going to wake you up.
Oh my God, I'm gonna fall.
You won't.
Okay.
Push hard. Oh, you did it. I didn't have to help. Thank God.
All right.
Smooth, really smooth, Jacqueline.
The hypnosis itself this time didn't really feel like it was intending to be hypnosis. They're not just trying to cure a symptom, they want to get to the root of the problem and really help somebody figure out why they are the way they are. I like what I did in there. I felt like that was helpful for me. So if that is hypnotherapy, then I'm on board. It was therapy. I mean, I know that there was a relaxation part, and that's why it's called hypnotherapy, but she didn't try any tricks on me. She didn't try to fool me. She just wanted to help me. And I thought that was really cool. Looking back on everything that I've done, the one thing that I am most likely to want to do again would be to go see Rochelle. I think Nick and Rochelle, although they have very different approaches, I think they both do have good intentions and they really believe in what it is that they're doing. I was actually pleasantly surprised that it's not what I was expecting. It is something that I feel that I benefited from and would actually consider using in the future. Approaching hypnotherapy as though hypnosis is a complement to therapy made it a lot more beneficial to me. It really is meditative, and there is something to meditation and that it relaxes people. It can reduce stress, it can reduce anxiety. Part of me kind of wishes it was called meditative therapy instead of hypnotherapy. Not a whole lot of this going on, that I'm getting very sleepy, but you guys are getting very sleepy watching this. You're gonna watch this pendulum and then you're gonna watch every episode of my show. That's right.
You've got to be careful because there may be people around that could be susceptible to what's being said.
Okay.
And what good hypnotists will do is to make sure that they keep their eyes on everybody around to make sure that nothing is happening.
Okay.
So then your head becomes very heavy and down and down and down and deeper and deeper.
You okay?